Alright, so this is like a fun math question we have right here in the middle of the screen, 10 plus 28 divided by 2. And a lot of students might be saying, hey mister, this is like the easiest question I ever seen, we have only addition, division, I can easily solve this question in a few seconds. So right now, pause the video and write your solution down in the comment section and then we will check our answer. I agree, this is not that hard, this is not a hard question, but in the same way, a lot of students make this common mistake, a lot of students forget about basic math principles, which is extremely important in our life, okay? So we have 10 plus 28 divided by 2. Right here we have three options. We have option A, option B, and option C. So you can also choose one option what do you think is the correct answer. Alright, so a lot of students might be saying, okay, mister, we have 10 plus 28 divided by 2. So right now let's go from left to right. Right here the first sign is addition. So 10 plus 28 equal to 38. And we have division by 2, alright? And 38 divided by 2, pretty basic. We have 19. And we have this option. So a lot of students say a correct answer is 19. This is option A. And I don't want to tell that this is a correct answer or incorrect. I want you to understand that in terms of math, we need to know about a correct order of operation, about a correct math approach. Because when we solve this question according to a correct math approach, then we can easily say, okay, this is a correct answer. In our case, we solve this question looks like randomly. We just go from left to right. We just start with this addition, then we go with this division, which is like quite interesting. We just go from left to right and we don't care about order of operation. What I mean in terms like order of operation, I mean a correct order to perform mathematical operators. We are talking about basic things, we are talking about addition, division in our case, yeah? But this is also like multiplication, also subtraction, also like parentheses, also like powers and a lot of really important things. And order of operation tells us what is the correct order to perform these mathematical operations. Okay, because obviously whatever order of operation we select is going to create a different answer, and this is not a good thing in terms of math. When you solve this question, when you have a question on your exam, you can easily say that I have one and only one correct answer. You can't say that I have another correct answer. We have only one and only one correct answer. And in this case, it works in the same way. We need to know what is the correct order, and then when we solve this question according to a correct order of operation, we can easily say, okay, this is a correct answer, yeah? So right now, a few words about this order of operation. I mean basic things, I mean order of operation. So just look at this next step. I want you to show this PEMDAS order of operation real quick, because this is like the most important thing in terms of math. Alright, there are a lot of really interesting another order of operation, for example, like BODMAS, but this is absolutely the same thing. So PEMDAS, BODMAS are absolutely the same thing. It just depends on what country you are in. So in UK, in India, people use this thing, which is called like BODMAS, but this is absolutely the same thing as this PEMDAS. So let me just erase it real quick, and I'm going to show you how can I solve this question according to PEMDAS order of operation. So each of these letters stands for something. So this is like a checklist. We are talking about P, E, M, D, A, C. So this letter P, for example, stands for parentheses. All right. Real quick, I wanted to explain this PEMDAS. Okay, but we are talking about these squiggly brackets. We are talking about this type of brackets, so we are talking about grouping symbols. So letter P stands for grouping symbols. Letter E stands for exponents. For example, in your question you have 3 to the power 5, so you need to write this 3 to the power 5 after parentheses and before M, which stands for multiplication, right? So letter M stands for multiplication, and don't forget about this D. This is division, and the letter M and D stands for multiplication and division. Yeah, we can easily see it, but this is one common group. Okay, so multiplication, division, this is one common group, because a lot of students think that M is before D, so it means that like multiplication is before division, but it's not works like that. Multiplication, division had the same priority. So what I mean right here, when we have 2 times 3 divided by 5, so I mean that we need to scan it from left to right, and we don't care about what we have at the first sign, what we have like multiplication or division. In our case, multiplication first, so we need to multiply 2 times 3. Or we have like 2 divided by 5 times 3, so we need to divide it first, because the first sign from left to right is this division. So multiplication here, the first step, right here division. So as you can see, the same priority. Multiplication and division has the same priority. And the last step real quick, we have A and D, A and S, which stands for addition, and we have S for subtraction. Basic thing, this is also one common group, but in this point you don't need this order of operation, because addition, subtraction, this is like the last step, so you can easily solve it without a calculator, without order of operation. So I hope you understand this quick explanation about this PEMDAS. And right now let's try to Let's try to use this PEMDAS. Let's try to solve this question according to this PEMDAS order of operation. Let's see what will happen. As I told before, we are talking about priority. So we are talking about the thing which is like we need to do at first, and the last step is like addition, subtraction. In our case, parenthesis has the highest priority, the lowest priority, addition and subtraction. And in 99% of orders of operation, parenthesis has the highest priority, addition, subtraction, the lowest priority. All right, so right now let's scan what do we have right here and how can we solve this type of numerical expression. I agree this is easy expression, but let's solve it according to PEMDAS. So first of all, when you have this numerical expression, you need to write this checklist on the left side, on the right side, doesn't matter. So let's just look at it. So we have right here PEMDAS order of operation, PEMDAS checklist. Every time you can easily write it, it will be not a mistake. Every time write this checklist, BODMAS, PEMDAS, doesn't matter. And right now we need to scan what do we have right here in our question. So first of all, we need to go from the top to the bottom. So PEMDAS from the top to the bottom. And right now we need to go from the top to the bottom and scan what elements do we have in our question. So just look at it. First of all, we have letter P. Letter P stands for parentheses. We need to scan where do we have like grouping elements. Just look at it. We don't have grouping elements. So in our case, we need to cancel this PEMDAS with letter P, this parenthesis. We cancel it. We don't have it. We reject this in parentheses because we don't have it. Let's move to the next step. The next step after parentheses is exponents. So just scan it. Where do we have exponents? We don't have exponents, so we need to reject this part. So we don't have exponents. We can easily cancel it. Let's move forward to the next step. The next step, don't forget about this group and symbols. We are talking about M and D, which is like the one common group. Let's scan where do we have multiplication, division signs. Let's scan where do we have it. Here we have it. And this is one really important thing right now because it implies that multiplication, division has the higher priority than addition, subtraction. Because as you can see, in our part right here, we need to divide 28 divided by 2. All right, so this is extremely important thing. Multiplication and division have the higher priority than addition and subtraction. So first, you need to divide 28 divided by 2. Let's do this right now. So we have 10 plus 28 divided by 2 equal to 14. All right, so as you can see, we complete this part. We have division. Of course, we don't have multiplication, but it doesn't matter. We can easily reject this multiplication part. We have division part. Let me change my pen real quick. So we have this division part right here. Yeah. So we need to divide 28 divided by 2. And as you can see, the last step is addition and subtraction. Addition, we have after multiplication and division. So here is our addition. Yeah, we have it. Yeah, we have our addition sign. Yeah, we have it. This is our addition sign, and the last step is subtraction. We don't have it, so we can easily reject this part. So through all of these letters, we have D and we have A, but D is have the higher position than A, so it means that division is all the time before addition. So it doesn't matter what expression do you have. For example, you have a complicated expression like 2 plus 3 minus 4, and the next thing we have divided by 2. All right, so we need to divide at first because division, and you can easily see it right here. So this group is before addition and subtraction. So every time you don't have, of course, you don't need to have like a parenthesis and exponent. When you have like a mixture of multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, then you need to divide at first. So this is our first step. And the last step is addition, subtraction from left to right. And here's the key moment. When we have a mixture of multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, you need to find all division signs, all multiplication signs, complete the things from left to right. And the last step is addition. Very basic thing, because right now we're going to add it. We have 10 plus 14 equal to 24. And it looks like this is our answer. Because we solve it according to a correct approach, we don't solve this question absolutely randomly, because as you can see in the previous step, we solved this question absolutely randomly. So right now, just keep in mind that 24 is a correct answer. And let's move back to our question. Yeah, here's our question. And as you can see, in the previous step, we solved it absolutely incorrect. We added first, then we divide, and we have 19, which is absolutely wrong, a correct answer. As I told before, let me just erase the things real quick. And as you can see right now, we know order of operation, we know it. So let me just erase all of this stuff. And right now we know, okay, when we have a mixture of division and addition, we need to perform division first, so division before addition. So right here we have 14, right here we have this 10, so 10 plus 14 equal to 24. But right now, very tricky moment because we don't have this 24. We don't have it. And a lot of students like confused about this part because we don't have 24. So let's solve this question in an easy way. A correct answer is 19 because we don't have 24. So I should choose this option A, and I say that correct answer is option A because we don't have this 24. But if you look closely, obviously A is not 24, C is not 24. But what about this B? Let me just write this thing real quick. 4 factorial. This is like a product from 1 to 4. 1, 3, and 4. And when we multiply all of this stuff, all of this bunch of numbers, we have 1 times 2, 2, we have 6, we have 24. So 4 factorial, this is the same as 24. All right, which is extremely important moment right now because a lot of students forget about it and they choose a wrong answer. They solve this question in an easy way. They prefer from left to right, but division is all the time before addition. So like when I want to explain it shortly, when we have a mixture of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction without parentheses, without exponent, without any like huge powers, we are talking about basic things. We are talking about division, multiplication group is before addition and subtraction. So in our case, let me just erase all of this stuff. This is not 19. Don't forget about it. We are talking about 4 factorial, and it looks like this is a correct answer because we solved it according to a correct order of operation. And right now, let me just write a few notes about this question because a lot of students might be saying, all right, let me just plug in all of the stuff in my calculator. So for example, you're sitting right now and you say, okay, mister, I plug in the thing in my calculator and I plug in all of this stuff. We have right here 10 plus 28 divided by 2. And then they say, okay, mister, right now I plug in this stuff in my calculator and I say, okay, when I plug in it, I have right here 10 plus 28 equal to 38. And we have division by 2 equal to 19. And they say, okay, I have this answer and I have this 19. And how it happens? And here's my quick explanation how it happens. When you plug in this type of question on your calculator, try to plug in the whole entire problem. Because right now, I hope you understand it. I hope you agree with me right now. When you plug in like few things in your calculator, like let's go with 3 plus 5. When you plug in this stuff, some calculators, work with problem as you type it in. So for example, you plug in 3 plus 5, a calculator say, okay, mister, here is our 8. What are you going to do next? Next, I'm going to divide it, okay? Next, I'm going to divide it, for example, by 2. And calculator works with problem as you type it in. But if you look closely, all you need to do is just to plug in the whole entire problem. So you plug in, you type in like this problem. We have right here, let me change my pen. Okay, so we have right here 10 plus 28 divided by 2. So when you plug in the whole entire problem, then your calculator is smart enough to know about order of operation. Okay, what I mean right now, you plug in the whole entire problem and all calculators work according to order of operation. I don't know exactly because I don't know exactly what order of operation it is because there are a lot of order of operation, obviously. Yeah? But in 99% division is all the time before addition. So it doesn't matter PEMDAS, BODMAS, PEMDAS, yeah, or whatever. Like I don't know, depending on what country you're in. But 99% of calculators, like 99% of calculators, works according to basic principles. So when you plug in the whole entire problem, then your calculator is smart enough to know about order of operation, and then your calculator say, okay, I have division, I have a mixture of division and addition, so I know that division is all the time before addition. So right here we have 14, right here we have 10, so we have the same 24. So this like in case when you plug in the thing, all of this bunch of numbers in your calculator, and you say, okay, my calculator give me like 14 and it's or 19 or 30, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, so as you can see, this works like that. So this is my explanation to this question, like where is the question, but maybe a little bit long explanation, but I hope you learned something new. I hope you learn about this question, and I hope you learn about PEMDAS overall, because we are talking about not exactly this type of question. For example, when you have a mixture, when you have a long expression with addition, division, subtraction, you can easily solve this question absolutely incorrect. And right now, when you know about PEMDAS, I hope you learn that division is all the time before addition. So you need to divide and then you need to add. And of course, when you solve this question, if you solve this question absolutely incorrect, so when you choose this option A, don't be mad about it. be scared, don't be sad about it, because it happens sometime. And right now I hope you understand that this answer is wrong and this answer is also wrong. A correct answer is 4 factorial according to our question. Of course this is 4 factorial, but overall the correct answer is 24. So thank you everyone for your time. You can also write your notes, write your comments down into the comment section. It will be really interesting to read about it. See you in the next videos. Have a great day.